January last year, there was sort of kind of an agreement that, my partner would propose to me. And then as the year progressed, I had this inclination that, regardless of that conversation, I still want to be with this person. There's absolutely no reason why I can't own up to my desire for this person to be my wife, And I was like, well, then I'm also going to return the gesture. So then I, without telling her, got a ring design for her, and then I planned a proposal on the 14th of December. Yes. And
at the park where we had our first date.
Yeah.
I know.
It doesn't end there.
The gay content.
It doesn't end there.
Oh my goodness.
So someone has ancestors that work overtime.
Yes. So basically it's very funny because Tatso came home from Hong Kong and you're hyped. You're like, oh, we're gonna be in our love bubble, it's gonna just be gay, gonna love this. And then she started talking about this photo shoot we need to do for Christmas, and I'm like, what Christmas photo shoot? Are we gonna be in pajamas again? This facts come to me and I'm just like, what's happening here? But I was like going with it, because I trust her. And we're planning this photo shoot, it's going really well, we've got a photographer coming, hey guys, it's lit. And back at the ranch, I'm planning a proposal with my friends. I'm like, oh, and then we should do this. Oh, it's gonna be so great. And then one day I was sleeping, and I had this dream where we're at the photo shoot, what I thought was a photo shoot. And then there was this picnic basket, and then I opened the picnic basket and there was a ring. And I was like, you're not gonna do me like that. But I was like, maybe you're just projecting, you're just thinking because you've had engagement on the mind. But I was like, but if this does happen, we're about to level up and make this the gayest thing you've ever seen in your life. Because if one proposes, so will I. We will definitely have the corniest engagement story ever. And so yeah, on that day we got ready. I left halfway through work. Hope my boss never sees this because I really did leave halfway through my work day. And we went to this garden and it was absolutely beautiful. It was threatening rain. I was stressed the whole time. Ran around with my friend trying to get the perfect flowers, to rock up there for this photo shoot, because you never know. And I get there and she was looking so beautiful, looking so great. She already taken some photos and I was like, this is, I was dying. And then, I get there and then we're taking photos. I'm like, oh, this is really a photo shoot. So I'm deep within the posing. And then out of nowhere, I forgot that the dress had pockets. Because I was like, where could she possibly be hiding a ring? Nowhere, right? No, the dress had pockets. She pulls the ring out of this dress. And she gets on her knees. And then we're the same height, which is lovely. Love that content. It was great for us. And then she proposes, guys. And one half of me is shook. Because I was like, oh, you did me like that. Like, this is actually happening. And the other half of me was like, oh, you love me. You really love me. I was really going through it. And I was just so happy. And then after she proposed, I was like, well, I too have a surprise. Because I'm never able to hide anything. I buy her a present and the next day I tell her I bought a present. Then the day after that I'm like, do you want to see the present? Because now I'm ready. So I kept this thing a secret. Also had a design, like a ring design from scratch. Got it made. And then it flown down from Joburg, hit it at my friend's house. Same friends she was planning a proposal with.
I know, right?
When I tell you, guys,
I did not suspect how they kept that from
both of us. They literally kept it from both of us. It did not come up at all. I was planning a proposal and they didn't once say, oh, but, and she was doing the same, and I was like, how could y'all? But support them, love them for it. And I took out the ring and I also proposed, and then it was lots of crying. A lot of crying after that. Then the photo shoot carried on. So at least it was in fact a photo shoot.
I didn't lie.
No, you didn't.
You know, especially because like I'm on this journey, you know, to also try my contribution at, you know, making the world a bit more sex positive and empowering people. I'm realizing that we're just as human as everybody else, actually. You know, I think obviously we have being able to have access to certain spaces, even opportunity to study this kind of stuff and work in this kind of stuff. Obviously we have access to information and, you know, resources and all of that stuff, and that always comes in handy. But to be honest, like I think I don't know, like I'm enjoying it's very human and very like, I don't know if I can say normal.
No,
but just like
nothing but normal. What is normal?
Yeah.
We're the new normal. Yeah, no, for me it's you wanna go? You good? Okay. No, for me it's very freeing. Like it's so nice to be able to say something or express a desire, and you're not like, oh, maybe I'm gonna get shamed for this one thing, or it's like, you know, too strange. Like it's such an open, honest conversation that we could always have. You know, we could be like, I was washing dishes, like, you know, a sex party would be great right now. Like we're actually at that actually happened. And then like over dinner, what if we organize an orgy right now? What would that look like during a pandemic? Like it's actually like these are the kinds of conversations we can have. Actually, what would it look like? It did happen. Like it actually, it's our life. So it's like this really great space of just not anything goes, but like just it's so free. It's so like, yo, it can just rock up, guys. You can just be like, what if I did that right now? How would you feel about that? And it's like, I would like to see it. You know, like we're actually at that point. I'm like, yeah, this is the good stuff. And also being free to be like, no, that's good for you. I do not want to participate in that. And it's done also in such a way that you don't feel, when someone says that, like ashamed of like, oh, how could they say that? Just actually with understanding each other and our humanness and our, okay, like let's take a step back and let's reorganize this. So it's really nice and wholesome, and it's just like, it's broadened, I feel like, our sex life, like my sex life, even as a person, even individually, just by having a partner who is understanding and caring and just works with me in that regard. Like it doesn't feel like a burden to be sexual with myself or with her or with other people. So it's been a lot of fun, a lot of unconventional.
Yeah, like I think there's been a lot of evolving and growing and changing over the years, you know, because I mean, like, that's just what people do, they change and they grow over time. And I really think, like, I've personally enjoyed, you know, watching her grow and change, and also sharing my journey, like, with her as well. So I think being able to see it that way also, like, yes, she's my partner, yes, there's certain expectations I have of her, but also just as a human being, kind of being like, oh man, this you know, like just sharing that, like, and that's why I say it feels so, I don't know, like I really, really appreciate the space we have in that regard. I really do.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a difficult question, guys. Trying to get through this panini. Deep inside. I mean, for me, our plan is really to just grow with each other. You know, when we're meeting our goals, qualifying as like a sex therapist. Where are we at? We're doing that? We're doing it? Yeah, girl. You know, just seeing Tatsa just, you know, meet those milestones and goals and just like, becoming everything I know that we are and could be. Yeah, just being so kind to each other and honest and wholesome and living in the same house, because we have not done that in 4 years. And just learning more about each other so much. That's like one of my biggest things, just like learning everything about you and finding out that there's still new stuff to learn, even in all of that. Babies.
Yes, in fact, so I'm looking forward to also just like existing with her, like you know, we work hard, but I look forward to just experiencing life with her. And in that is hopefully raising some kids. I would really like
10.
to have a family. Not 10. Did you say 10? No, not 10. No. And just like deep contentment and peace and lots of love and lots of laughter and just joy. Like, you know, I really, that's what I think when I daydream about.
It's gonna be so great.